Good morning everyone. Basa na tayo ng Kapalaran 2 na Revitalize pag-vlogs. Nasa coaching report na kasi tayo eh. So, ito pa rin yung karugtong kahapon. Yung ating mga tips and techniques to guys. How to recharge the paano ba? Ano ba title na natin? How to recharge nawala na. How to revitalize yourself and recharge the batteries. Yun pala yun. So, yung mga tips and techniques na to. Listen to your intuition. Basa guys. Ako lang pala. Ang saya ko. Now, the next pang continuation number 15 na natin to. So, sobrang haba. Listen to your intuition. Alam niyo guys, minsan pagka nangyayari sa akin to, hindi ako nakikinig sa intuition ko. Ayun. Hindi tumama. Wala lang. May na-imagine lang talaga ako nang hihinayang ako. Okay, listen to your intuition. Now, the next point, which according to your analysis also represents a growth point for yourself during this year 2021 Ralph Lion, is developing your instinct and your intuition and also learning how to use them in your everyday life. So, minsan kailangan din natin matutunan kung paano natin gamitin yung intuition natin, guys. For centuries, our ancestors have used their intuition to survive in the wild nature. They had connection to their inner powers that allowed them to find the plants that will help them hunt. Oo nga, nung araw mga dahon-dahon lang kaya ang nakakagaling sa mga sakit. So, ito yung noong araw, guys. How I wish applicable pa sa atin ngayon. Nakalagay kasi dito. For centuries, our ancestors have used their intuition to survive in the wild nature. They had connection to their inner powers that allowed them to find the plants that will help them hunt so that they can feed their families, etc. But with the progress of technology, we have lost this link to our inner powers as people started to rely more and more on new inventions, technology, devices, and equipments. They stopped using their intuition, and little by little, these powers have decreased. They are still present in every person but are dormant deep inside as not used. Ralph Lion, you too, you have these powers, and it is a huge advantage to be able to reconnect to your sixth sense and start using your intuition in order to choose the right directions to follow in life, the people, the opportunities. What exactly is intuition? Have you heard that little voice inside of yourself giving your hints about the right way to act? Yep. Sa akin nangyayari yan. Parang may bumubulong sa'yo. Oh, yan, ang gawin mo. Pero hindi ko sinusunod. Ayun, palilyaso. What exactly is intuition? Have you heard that little voice inside of yourself giving you hints about the right way to act? Well, intuition is a strong belief in something without no objective facts to confirm this belief, or it is also called a gut feeling. I am sure you have already experienced it, but you tend to disregard this inner voice. Bilisan na natin. Mag-marathon na naman tayo nitong basa. I am sure you have already experienced it, but you tend to disregard this inner voice. However, there is nothing unusual or magical about it. This is your sixth sense, trying to inform you about something that and guide you towards the right direction to take. This is something very positive and good. Bilisan na. The word intuition comes from Latin and it means to deeply look into yourself. Therefore, your intuition is something innate, proper only to you, and that only you can experience. It is not influenced by your past, by any events that have occurred or external circumstances you find yourself in, but this is something that connects you, to your true primitive self, and this is a unique source of power that you have probably never suspected about. But now I invite you to delve into it and learn to decrypt the messages from your intuition or instinct. Moreover, Rap Lion, and this is something amazing about your intuition, as it is always right. Yes, your intuition never makes mistakes. Ay, kaya pala ako laging hindi ko sinusunod talaga. Grabe. So ngayon guys, matuto tayong sumunod sa intuition natin. And if it is the case, then you have probably mixed up your intuition and your inner desire or judgment, and you need to learn how to distinguish your intuition from them. Your intuition can manifest itself in different ways, and I am now going to give you several examples so that you are able to recognize it when your intuitive feelings and knowledge will push you toward taking certain directions in your life in 2021. As this is year, a lot of changes will happen in your life, and your intuition will play a very important role in choosing these directions to follow. So the first way your intuition can be expressed in the intuitive vision, or the image you have of things that is not related to actually seeing them. This type of intuition can manifest itself through your dreams, for example, especially when they are particularly vivid, powerful, and give you the impression you have really been through the events that you have seen in your dreams. Ralph Lyon, the next form of intuition is intuitive knowledge. So, yung una guys, through dreams intuitive vision. Tapos pangalawa, Ralph Lyon, the next form of intuition is the intuitive knowledge by feeling. This type of instinct relates to your ability to perceive. Mabilis ako pero naano ko ng mata ko kasi. Mabilis lang akong magbasa ngayon kasi nga nagkahaba na tayo ng oras. Ralph Lyon, the next form of intuition is the intuitive knowledge by feeling. This type of instinct relates to your ability to perceive the energy of people, things, places on the subconscious level and determine whether they are good or bad for you. So, yung sumunod guys, intuitive knowledge by feeling Pakiramdaman yung mabuti. Mga kapwa ko sa Sagittarius, kopya na nito. Mabisa kaya itong intuition natin. Thanks, please. Nangangaral ako sumunod sa intuition, pero ako mismo hindi sumusunod. Ay, kaloka sa Ralph. So, gayon dapat sumunod talaga ako. Kasi never pa raw nagkamali ang intuition natin. Okay, this type of instinct relates to your... Ulitin natin. Ralph Lyon, the next form of intuition is the intuitive knowledge by feeling. This type of instinct relates to your ability to perceive the energy of people, things, places on the subconscious level and determine whether they are good or bad for you. This means that no matter how the person behaves themselves towards you, your inner powers will be able to decode their true nature and their true motivations on a very subtle, subconscious level and understand if this person is good or bad for you. Then your instinct will be sending you the messages, pushing you towards further communication or to the contrary to limit your contacts with the person. The third type of intuition is the so-called intuitive hearing, which is the ability to hear things that nobody else can hear. Whether we are talking about noises, about body sounds, natural sounds, etc., these sounds will then be interpreted by your intuition that will send you specific signals depending on them. There are also intuitive smell, intuitive taste, and touching which go in line with previous types of your intuition. And finally, the last type, your intuitive knowledge, which I find the most important, and it is based on your intellectual and psychic properties. This Ralph Lyon is your ability to access the information that is important for you. For example, your ability to know straight away if something is good or bad for you. This is the case when you have a strong belief about a situation or a direction and what it is going to bring into your life without being able to explain why you are feeling this way. You just know deep inside of yourself what is the right thing to do for you. All these kinds of intuition often are together in order to put you on the right track and make you take the direction in your life that is going to be the best for you. Have you already experienced this kind of things in your life? Ay, sus, madalas na. Pero may gyud. Ay. Try to recall when and how it had happened and what intuitive messages you were able to get from your sixth sense. Ralph Lyon. What type of intuition did you experience the most often? Akin, in my dreams, guys, madalas. What type of intuition did you experience the most often? Did you tend to listen to your inner voice or try to act on objective facts? By answering these questions, you will be able to discover how intuitive you are as a person, and that is the first step towards developing your intuitive powers. Let's first see the physical effects of your intuition, Ralph Lyon. Sometimes you can start feeling sick while you are not ill, not you have caught cold. The feeling is so distinct and vivid, yet there is no reason for it. While in other situations you feel butterflies in your stomach, the feeling of extreme well-being and happiness without any reason. In both cases, this is your gut that is trying to tell you something, and this means you are an intuitive person, Ralph Lyon. Your entity can manifest itself through your mind too, in which case you should be able to identify it as a message that you have received without physical manifestation of it. Have you already been able to predict someone's reaction? Did you get messages from animated objects like paintings, songs? Did you already show up at specific times or pick up your phone before it actually rings? All things. Atat yun masyado sa katawagan. Pinipick up na hindi pa tumatawag yung katawagan. All these are signs of your instinct trying to tell you something. Now you know the different ways your intuition can manifest itself, and you will be able to make difference. Sandali lang. Nagmamaraton na nga ng basa. Inaano pa. Now you know the different ways your intuition can manifest itself, and you will be able to make a difference between your intuition and simply your perceptions, feelings. I am sure a lot of situations I have just described are very familiar to you, and being an intuitive person is the reason we have actually been able to enter in contact with you at first, Ralph Lyon. As I am sure that it is your intuition that brought you to ask me for this reading, trying to tell you how important for you it is to be guided and to make changes you have been waiting for. In order to help you make your intuition stronger, I have prepared for you 3 special techniques that will help you reconnect with your inner self and will make you more attentive towards the signs you receive from your primitive instinct. But one important thing that I wanted to tell you before we start, you cannot just use these techniques separately from everything that I have previously described in this chapter of your report, like meditation, mindfulness, self-confidence. As all these are the steps that will contribute to your self-development and self-acceptance, help you reconnect to your powers, and make you more sensitive to your subconscious mind. So, bukas na yung tatlong example niya ng tatlong techniques niya, guys. Yung simple exercise for developing your intuitive powers. Bukas na yan at sobrang haba. Bye everyone. God bless.